Bottom of the fourth, McIlvain stays out there in the circle for Marshalltown, and just as we did in the third, we'll start with the heart of the order. Anderson, Newton, and Preston. As Sydney digs in for her fourth plate appearance of the ball game. I'm Dewayne Cook, Russ W. Oker alongside me here in the U.S. Bank broadcast booth. Glad to have you with us on GoHillsTV, powered by JBS.
So now it becomes who's going to end the day ahead in the home run category.
Yes.
They're tied at 23.
Well, that's going to be 24. Holy mackerel. See you later. One hop off the Chevy. Sydney Anderson, touch them all. And just as you were saying it.
Yep. And now Destiny Lewis is being like, okay, can I get back to the plate?
Yes. You think she was sitting first pitch change?
I think so.
Yeah. Man, oh, man. You're right. I think you hit the nail on the head. The summer of, what was that? Summer of 98, McGuire and Sosa, or was that later on?
Yeah.
98, I think so.
Yeah.
That's what we're watching.
Yeah.
They just so happen to be on the same team.
Yeah, it's
and
amazing.
Warrior fans are very thankful for that, I know.
Absolutely amazing.
Sydney Anderson's third homer of the day, 24th of the year. Now, Brianna Newton.
And home run number 95 of the year for the team. They are 15 away.
Sure enough. I can do that math.
How about it?
Yeah, I ran out of fingers and toes on that one. Low and outside, 1-1. Newton in this one is 1 for 2 in the ball game. A double, has walked and lined out to second, has scored twice, both times she's reached base. 1-1 from McIlvain. That one's hit well. Left field, and it will stay in the park. Off the top of the glove, Newton digging for second will slide in for her second double of the afternoon.
And that gives her the 20 you were talking about.
Does.
All right. I thought that was out of here for sure.
I did too. I was getting ready for the back-to-back call, but nonetheless, that one stays in the park. As Sydney Hawkinson had a hit off the top of her leather out in left. And Kennedy Preston, actually, I beg your pardon, we have a pinch hitter. That is 25 Carly Campbell, who will dig in for her second plate appearance of the day, the first in this contest. First pitch to her from McIlvain. She jumps on it and deposits it out into left field with a ground ball between the 5-6 hole. I was going to say Carly walked in game one, but she earns her way on the base path this time. And they'll keep the new hitters coming in as Maddie Finley will have another crack at it here this afternoon. Maddie as well, batting in game one, did pick up an RBI in that contest. Had a single in the third inning, giving her 18 ribbies on the year. And I think, Russ, that either Coach Dial told her hitters or maybe they've just picked up on their own to sit on that first pitch change.
I would guess the conversation said she starts almost every hitter off with a changeup, and I'm surprised that as a coaching staff of Marshalltown that you would be like, okay, we got to mix up the starter a little bit here.
We need to change it up. That one's ripped to right center field, and watch it fly off the sidewalk. Maddie Finley, how do you do? Welcome to the ball game.
That is number 4 on the year for Maddie Finley and number 96 for the Warriors.
They're going to get it.
At this pace.
I mean, at this pace, it'll be, 4 more games? But hard to imagine that will continue beyond this afternoon. But they are loving it as it happens, that's for certain. And I believe McIlvain will have her outing in the circle here in Game 2 coming to a close. She will, as Coach Jones takes the ball from her. We'll take a break and update you on the new Marshalltown pitcher right after this. For the second time today and the fourth time this year, Indian Hills has surpassed the 20-run mark. 21-1, that is correct on your screen here at GoHillsTV. And our new pitcher out there for Marshalltown, Sydney Hawkinson, as we do a direct switch between her and McIlvain, who takes her spot out and left. Russ, how has Hawkinson done this year?
5th appearance on the year, no wins, no losses. She has given up 17 hits, 16 runs, 13 of them earned for a 13 ERA. And 2 strikeouts, 10 walks. So, again, more of the same sort of trouble.
The 1-1. Mahaffey takes it upstairs. 2-1 the count. Brianna 3 for 3 here in the ball game. All 3 singles, and all of them have been out of the infield. All into the outfield, which you noted has not really been something she's shown this year.
Right.
The 2-1. High and outside, now 3-1. 21 runs on 19 hits. A couple of 3-run homers mixed in there. Of course, the grand slam from Lewis. This ground ball hit over to the second baseman Harrison. Got to hurry to throw it just in time to get the speedy Mahaffey down the line for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Greta Hartz back into the box. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Couple of singles. Also has walked and scored 2 runs with 2 RBI. Puts Greta, as she had in game 1, did not collect an RBI in that contest, as she starts off with 1 beneath the knees. Up to 40 ribbies on the year.
The Hammer.
You just give out these nicknames, or are
Yeah.
they told to you?
They're all mine.
Okay.
Nope.
Ground ball, third base side, and a good stretch at first for the second out.
Everybody needs a good nickname.
Sure.
Right? Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was team oriented or if
No,
you took the liberty.
And I have no idea if they like him, if they don't like him. It's whatever.
You think they would tell you?
You would think if they didn't.
Maybe not. Yana Roberts back in to the ball game after she was pinch hit for back in the 3rd. A ground ball left side. They're going to have to hurry on this one. No way with Roberts' speed. Too softly hit for Emmerich to make the throw in time. Infield single for Roberts.
And look who's up.
Wouldn't you know it? Destiny Danger Lewis.
With a chance to tie her teammate Sydney Anderson with 24. This is fun. Those two girls
fun.
are something to watch, I tell you.
11 RBI on the day. 8 of them here in this contest. There goes, Roberts held up. She took a pretty good jump off the bag.
Surely not. That'd be a good way to get a fastball to the rib cage there.
No kidding. Not worth that, especially with the young lady at bat. 1-0. You got to think that Hawkinson's going to be real careful. That one's fair. Down the third base line. Not even much of a chance, really, for 14 to react in Aspen Harrison. Around third is Roberts. Make it 12. RBI on the day for Destiny Lewis, who's got herself another double to add to that stat column as well. Goodness gracious. 22 doubles now on the year for Destiny Lewis, her second of the day, and another pinch hitter as Coach Dial gets some young ladies up there to take some hacks. This will be TJ Stokes, who we saw in relief pitching back in game 1. And she's quite an athlete. We saw her throw, we saw her fielder position, and on the year, batting .220 in 50 at-bats. Low to start the AB, 1-0. And she's got some speed. I mean, that's a pretty good 5-tool player right there in TJ Stokes.
No doubt.
1-0. And outside as Hawkinson couldn't locate the off-speed pitch.
If you're Marshalltown, you're just looking for one more out.
That elusive one more out. Warriors put up a bunch of runs in the second with 2 outs, too, in that 13-run frame. As there, Hawkinson finds the inner part of the plate at Stokes, 2-1. Yeah, the Tigers will have a lot of work to do in the top half of the 5th if they want to try to extend it beyond that. Question is just how much. 2-1, now upstairs 3-1. Stokes, along with her .220 average, does have 4 RBI. And with Lewis's speed on second, anything out of the infield, I would assume would be another one. We'll find out. That one's certainly going to be in the right center field gap. Lewis trots home. It'll be a long single as cutting it off out in center's Hannah Gibson. RBI number 5 for TJ Stokes as the Warriors continue to flex their muscle. And Sydney Anderson will get to bat. What a start to the 4th inning that she got us off on. A solo bomb out to left field, a no-doubter, as they say.
And she has the rare chance to homer twice in the same inning.
That does not come around too often. Upstairs, 1-0. In honor of the NBA playoffs getting started this week, the Warriors have themselves a Jordan ball game here. 23 up on the board.
Oh, that's right. Jordan, let's see. What was his first name?
Mikael. Ask Jimmy. Does Jimmy know? Does Jimmy not know the Jordan first name? The 2-0. Low and in the dirt 3. No, I don't think they're going to give her anything to hit.
Surely she's swinging away, though, I would think.
Oh, good. Jimmy got it.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael the second.
She's got to be swinging here, right?
3-0.
I would have swung at that.
You would have swung at that?
Just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't do that. Not 23-1.
She draws her second walk of the ball game, and Hawkinson, after she watched that one sail over her head in left field, was probably thinking, I'm not going to be the next victim. Newton. I beg your pardon. It's
Claire Matthews.
Yes, Claire Matthews will bat. Claire thought she had a sacrifice fly back in game 1. Instead, that turned into a quote-unquote early tag or early takeoff from Lewis at third, which resulted in actually a double play technically, as Matthews with a check swing takes strike 1. How would that have gone in the book? I guess I would have gone 7-1-5 because I think the throw came into or I think it was cut off by the shortstop. So maybe 7-6-1-5 on the put out of Lewis.
5U.
5U on that?
5U.
1-1 as Matthews watches that one sail. Claire out of Centerville, Iowa.
A Redette.
Indeed.
1,000-point scorer in basketball.
Yes. I was going to say multi-sport athlete. 1-1 popped foul and out of play. She'll be behind. She's got 2 RBI and came into today with just 5 at-bats on the year, but has made the most of them, batting .400. Has been used as a pinch runner.
That's the thing that hurts about the umpire blowing that call, is that really takes away from Claire more than anything.
Right. In the dirt, good stop by Westland, 2-2. 22-point advantage for to run point. Gosh, did you just say point?
That's
you did.
Titus.
1,000 point. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I said 1,000 point score in basketball. That's right. I'll take it.
That's all right.
I'll take it. Titus wants us to get 100 points.
That's
so
right.
We can get free tater ole.
2-2 ripped out to right field. That one's got a chance, but it'll be at the warning track off the wall. It takes a bad bounce for the Tigers. Matthews going to hold up at second. That's going to bring home 2 more in maroon, and Claire Matthews will not have those taken away.
Almost left the yard the other way.
It was darn close, and it would have been homer number 1 of the year for Matthews. Instead, it'll be double number 2. And again, up to bat in the spot of Kennedy Preston is Carly Campbell. She singled and came in to score earlier this half inning. Now 25-1, strike right down the middle. I hope that Dr. Monahan did catch the Snoop Dogg reference. I was really proud of that one, to be honest. That goes on the reel.
That's pretty good stuff. That is very good stuff. It's always a broadcaster's challenge is to try to give somebody a word, usually off, usually sneak it to you off the air and say, you got to work this in. Janky. They gave me janky one time.
Janky?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. The 0-2.
It wasn't as hard as it seemed. That play was janky.
Yeah.
Just looking for a weird play or a ball that spun weird. That was janky.
Campbell lays off that one outside. 1-2 the count on the Warrior freshman out of Homestead, Iowa. Williamsburg High School. Outside, 2-2. 481 and 54 at-bats coming into today. 20 RBI. That's a pretty good backup catcher.
That's not bad.
Yeah. 2-2. Off speed upstairs, and after falling behind 0-2, Campbell able to work it full. We'll have a payoff pitch here in the bottom of the 4th. 8 runs already home in a 24-run advantage for the Warriors. Here it comes. And that one misses upstairs and out as Campbell draws the 2-out walk. Second one issued by Hawkinson. And we'll see Maddie Finley again. And what'd she do her first time up? Well, just put one over the right field wall for a 3-run homer.
She also has the rare opportunity to homer twice in the same inning.
She does. And the final, by the way, from up in Council Bluffs in the second half of the doubleheader. Warriors took the first, but the Reavers come back and get game number 2, 3-1. As Finley takes strike one here. So a split today with the Reavers. Iowa Western takes the season series 3-1. Sharply hit ground ball under the glove of the shortstop and bounces off the left fielder. McIlvain, too. That will bring home Claire Matthews.
Hitting in there.
Yep, hitting in there. That's what I was thinking, Ricky. We're on the same page there.
Maddie Meyer up to bat.
Madeline Meyer will get her first at-bat of the day.
She will, and just her fourth at-bat of the season, as a matter of fact. 1 for 3 on the year. Out of St. Mary's, Iowa, a product of Martinsdale St. Mary's. Believe it or not, Russ, that is actually the first error of this game by Marshalltown. We talked about it in Game 1, how errors have just plagued this Tiger team, especially have not done any favors for their pitching staff. But that was the first of this one. The 0-1. High and outside, 1-1 the count. Meyer, 5'3".
Tremendous
speed.
Camera operator in the basketball season.
Is she now?
She did a great job. She worked for us at Go Hills, and what I liked about her was she had no problem sassing back at Titus. I mean, she was taking any junk off of anybody, and I like it.
Is that the future for Miss Meyer?
I don't know. I think it was just
that realm.
I think it was just a way to make $25.
Hey, there you go.
I think it's what it
was. I mean, some of us donate plasma, others run a camera.
Yeah.
Whatever works in college.
I think she enjoyed it. She did a good job. She really did.
3-1. Swing and a miss. She was swinging away for it all right there, but instead it'll be full. And another payoff pitch coming. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. 9 runs have scored. A couple are on currently for Indian Hills, and the 3-2 is in the dirt. Keep them moving. That will put, let's see here, Campbell over at third. Findley stands at second. Over at first, just drawing that walk, is Meyer and Greta Hartz. The hammer, Greta Hartz, as Russ says. Take strike one. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Couple of RBIs, 2 singles, grounded out to third her last time up, and walked and scored a couple of runs. In the dirt, gets away from Westland, but certainly no movement off that. 1-1. I'm always curious what coaches say, because you always ask the question, what do you gain from a 25-run win, right? But it's not like, again, that was the first error that just happened out in left field. It's not like the Warriors have not earned those 26 runs. It's a lot different than, say, one that's just mired with hiccups and walks, and I mean, certainly there's been a lot of free passes,
a lot
but
of walks,
still.
Yeah. I really don't know what. I think you say about the same thing as you say in the loss is we'll see tomorrow. I mean,
Right.
You don't gain a lot from it. It's good. You need to go out and dominate in situations when you can dominate. So that's a good thing. Good numbers boosters, opportunity to swing the bats a lot. But at the end of the day, as a coach, I think you just say, good job taking care of business. Be here at this time tomorrow and get ready to go. I mean, and if you're Marshalltown, you say, you know what, girls, Mama said there'd be days like these. I'll see you on the bus. We'll get something to eat. We'll go home. I mean, what else do you say? I mean,
3-2. Hit it high in the air to left field. How far will it carry? It'll carry to the base of the wall. 2 runs are in. They're going to send around third 21 Myers, and another bases clearing double for Greta Hart. She had one in Game 1, and give her another one here in Game 2.
Pinch hitter, McNeely.
McNeely will pinch hit. I can assure you, if I were umpiring right now, you can 100% be rest assured that Greta Hartz is about to leave second base early. That's guaranteed. That's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, you left early. Now, the replay on Go Hills may show a different story, but that wouldn't matter.
30-1. This is the most runs scored this year by Indian Hills. They had 29 earlier in the year. And I cannot, at the moment, think of the name of that school from the Dakotas that they played. They put up that 29
Botno.
spot. That's it, yeah.
Botno. 29-1. And there's only, I think, 24 hits.
Sidney McNeely digs in. Another one of those Southeast Polk products that Russ mentioned in Game 1 in regards to Abby Cataldo has become a bit of a factory for Indian Hills softball. She's got a 1-1 count. I have about run out of room on my scorebook here to add in pinch hitters.
Ball and a strike.
They get 1 and 2 as she watches one down Broadway. Now, Hawkinson has gotten ahead 1 and 2 on the last couple of batters, both Campbell, Meyer, and now McNeely, but has lost them or has either had Greta Hartz hit a double. That one's in the dirt for a wild pitch, 2 and 2 to move up Hartz to third.
Welcome.
McNeely does not have an RBI this year. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, picked up, tossed to first, is in time. I think that was going to be going one way only.
But I think she did end up getting her. It
Yes,
was really close.
it was
yeah,
very
I was
close.
hoping that either way that she was going to call her out.
So that will end the bottom of the fourth. 12 runs in to score, 29-1. So the aforementioned note about the most runs scored, that actually ties the most with the 29 on the board. 3 outs to go for the Warriors. We'll see how fast they can get them when we come back on Go Hills TV.